In the heart of the Arizona Territory, in the dusty mining town of Red Bluff, there lived a sheriff named Eli Thatcher. Folks around those parts knew him as a fair man, tough, his voice sharp as a cactus spine, and his fists quicker than a rattlesnake strike. Eli had kept Red Bluff safe for over a decade, riding solo, no deputies, no backup, just a battered badge and a Winchester he rarely had to use. But it wasn't his marksmanship or his swagger that made him a legend. It was how he disappeared. It was 1885 when it happened. The dry season had lingered too long, leaving Red Bluff parched and irritable. Tensions were high. The mine was running thin, and a gang called the Clayton Boys had started running freight off the stagecoach lines nearby. Most townsfolk whispered they'd be heading to Red Bluff next. Eli didn't wait. He rode out at dawn one morning with nothing but his coat, his rifle, and his horse. Dusty said he'd be back before supper, but he never returned. At first, no one panicked. He'd done things like this before, tracking outlaws through the canyon for days and returning with them hog-deed behind him. But when the second sunset passed and Dusty came trotting back alone, blood on the saddle, folks knew something was wrong. A search party was raised. Store clerks, even the schoolteacher. They scoured the desert, the hills, the canyons. All they found was a single bullet casing and a burned-out campfire. Still warm. Rumors spread like wildfire. Some claimed the Clayton Boys ambushed him. Others whispered he'd faked his death and left to start over somewhere else. One old prospector swore he saw Eli talking to a strange figure in a long black coat out by Widow's Peak, the same place townsfolk avoided after sundown. Years passed. Red Bluff changed. The mine dried up. New lawmen came and went, but Eli Thatcher was never seen again, till one day, 12 years later, in the dead of summer, a child named Jonah Bell wandered into the sheriff's old office. The place had become a sort of makeshift museum, dusty, abandoned but full of relics. Jonah, no older than 10, swore he saw a man standing at the desk. Tall, broad-shouldered, a battered hat pulled low over his face. The man didn't say a word, just turned and vanished into the back room. When Jonah told his father, old Tom Bell, they rushed to look. No one was there. But the strangest thing? Eli Thatcher's badge, missing for 12 years, was sitting neatly on the desk, polished, gleaming, and beside it a new bullet casing. Same caliber, same make. A local newspaper ran the story. Tourists started showing up. Ghost hunters came in with gadgets and whispers. Some said they heard boots pacing at night inside the sheriff's office. One woman from New York claimed she saw a shadowy figure watching from the hills. But it didn't end there. Every time Red Bluff fell into trouble, be it a gang passing through, violent drunk causing a stir, or a child gone missing, someone, or something, always intervened. A gun jammed at just the right time. Gang's horses mysteriously escaped their corral. A lost child found her way back with no idea how. People of Red Bluff started saying it again. Sheriff Thatcher's still riding. No one had the heart to replace him. His name stayed etched on the town's sign. His badge remained untouched. And every now and then, folks left a cigar and a flask on the old desk, just in case he came back for a visit. Some stories are too strange to believe. But in Red Bluff, where the dust never truly settles and the wind carries whispers through the canyons, one thing remains clear. Sheriff Eli Thatcher may have vanished from sight, but he never left.